Let's talk car safety. More specifically, keeping your car safe. There are some small precautions you can take to minimize the risk of bad things happening to your car or it being stolen. If you parked your car in a bad neighborhood, left the windows open, doors unlocked, keys in the ignition, and valuable possessions on the seat, no one will be surprised if the car and valuables were stolen. Am I saying most people are going to victimize you like this? Of course not. Am I saying you are asking to be the victim of theft if you did not do those things? Of course not. All I am saying is that there are enough bad people in this world where you should be cautious and lock your doors, close the windows, take the keys out of the ignition, and hide any valuable possessions. Now you might be saying that you should not have to shoulder the burden of making sure that your car and its possessions do not get stolen. And you are right. It is unfair that you have to do such things. But for the safety of your car, you should do those things. At the same time, these are not unreasonable steps to take to minimize the risk of your car and possessions from being stolen. All aspects of life come with such steps such as putting on a seatbelt even though most trips in a car and plane don't need one, or buying homeowner's insurance even though you will rarely, if ever, use it. You and anyone else does not deserve to be the victim of car theft. But we live in a world where precautions need to be made to make sure thefts are left to a minimum, because the risk of sick and disgusting opportunists is ever present. Having a car comes with responsibilities that you must be vigilant about. This is just a fact of life. There may be times in your life when you meet a cool, attractive person at a party, and you will want to trust this person with your car. It is logical to fathom that most people can be trusted with your car. Odds are that you will probably be perfectly fine letting a complete stranger you just met drive your car. But it's also your car! Do you really want to give the life-altering risk of something bad happening to your car to a stranger that you just met? Also, let's talk drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol do not mix when it comes to cars. You should not do anything with your car when under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Also, you should not have anyone under the influence of drugs or alcohol do anything around your car. If you and another person are both under the influence of drugs or alcohol, neither of you should do anything with your car. Is there a way to perfectly prevent theft or something bad happening to your car? Sadly, no. It is a disgusting fact of life that many people get their cars stolen or bad things happen to their car. Plenty of people lock the doors, close the windows, take the keys out of the ignition, hide valuables, and avoid drugs and alcohol around their cars. And still bad things happen to these people's cars. Every society, culture, and country has people who have had something bad happen to their car or get their car stolen. People of every gender, race, and religion can be the victim of having something bad happen to their car or have it stolen. And while there are laws in place to prevent car theft and people doing bad things to your car, the law can't get you another car or fix the damage after it has been done. But when it's all said and done, bad things happening to cars and car theft can oftentimes be prevented by locking the doors, closing the windows, taking the keys out of the ignition, hiding valuable possessions, and not using drugs or alcohol around cars. Not much can be done to stop a sick, twisted person from doing something bad to your car or stealing it. But for a lot of people, a few simple precautions are all that is needed to keep a car safe. I'm Jim Hoos. That's a fact check, and you can take it to the bank.